जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोधनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोधनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे जयो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जयो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जयो कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय गौरानिता गौरानिता जय गौरानिता जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय प्रभुपा जाओ विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमदिष्टोंगे अभय चरणारंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जाओ विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमदिष्टोंगे भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। वैराग्य मूर्ति श्रील गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। सच्चिदानंद श्रील भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्रील जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैताद्र श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। अयोध्या द्वारका धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मां जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter number 8, Text number 1. Questions by the King Parikshit. Chapter name. राजोवाच ब्रह्मणा चोदितो ब्रह्मन् गुणाख्याने गुणस्य च यस्मै यस्मै यथा प्राह नारदो देवदर्शनः. राजोवाच ब्रह्मणा चोदितो ब्रह्मन् गुणाख्याने गुणस्य च यस्मै यस्मै यथा प्रह नारदो देवदर्शनः. राजोवाच ब्रह्मणा चोदितो ब्रह्मन् गुणाख्याने गुणस्य च यस्मै यस्मै यथा प्राह नारदो देवदर्शनः. Raja, the king, Uvacha, inquired, Brahmana by Lord Brahma, Choditaha, being instructed. Brahman, O learned Brahmana, Sukadeva Goswami, Guna Akhyane, in narrating the transcendental qualities, Agunasya of the Lord, who is without material qualities, Cha and Yasmai, Yasmai, and whom, Yatha, as much as Praha explained, Naradaha, Narada Muni, Devadarshanaha, one whose audience is as good as that of any demigod. Translation purport by Student A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. King Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, how did Narada Muni, whose hearers are as fortunate as those instructed by Lord Brahma, explain the transcendental qualities of the Lord, who is without material qualities, and before whom did he speak? King Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, how did Narada Muni, whose hearers are as fortunate as those instructed by Lord Brahma, explain the transcendental qualities of the Lord, who is without material qualities, and before whom did he speak? Purport. Devarshi Narada was directly instructed by Brahmaji, who was also directly instructed by the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the instructions imparted by Narada to his various disciples are as good as those of the Supreme Lord. That is the way of understanding Vedic knowledge. It comes down from the Lord by disciplic succession, and this transcendental knowledge is distributed to the world by this descending process. There is no chance, however, to receive the Vedic knowledge from mental speculators. Therefore, wherever Narada Muni goes, he represents himself as authorized by the Lord, and his appearance is as good as that of the Supreme Lord. Similarly, the disciplic succession, which strictly follows the transcendental instruction, is the bona fide chain of disciplic succession, and the test for such bona fide spiritual masters is that there should be no difference between the instruction of the Lord he originally imparted to his devotee and that which is imparted by the authority in the line of disciplic succession. How Narada Muni distributed the transcendental knowledge of the Lord will be explained in later cantos. It will appear also that the Lord existed prior to the material creation, and therefore his transcendental name, quality, etc. do not represent any material quality. Whenever, therefore, the Lord is described as aguna or without any quality, it does not mean that he has no quality, but that he has no material quality, such as the modes of goodness, passion, or ignorance, as the conditioned souls have. He is transcendental to all material conceptions, and thus is described as aguna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Pashkadestarine. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So in the last previous chapter, Brahmaji has instructed Narada Muni to explain Bhagavatam in a missionary spirit, and now the question has been raised to Sukadeva Goswami by Parishit Maharaj. How did Narada Muni, whose hearers are as fortunate as those instructed by Lord Brahma, explain the transcendental qualities of Lord who is without material qualities and before whom did he speak? Now, even having been instructed by Brahmaji, now the question is, how did Narada Muni explain the transcendental qualities of the Lord and to whom he explained? This is a question by Parishit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami, and purport what Prabhupada is saying, Devarshi Narada was directly instructed by Brahmaji, who was also directly instructed by the Supreme Lord. This is a disciple succession. First, Supreme Lord has initiated Brahmaji into the Bhagavad Dharma. He instructed Srimad Bhagavatam in the 4 verses, Chatusloki Bhagavata. And Brahmaji, having performed tapasya, having realized the instruction given by Krishna, he imparted the same knowledge to Narada Muni. And Narada Muni, having received and realized the knowledge, is being ordered to explain to others also. So Prajapati Brahma, he is a master of all the progenitors. So having taken the responsibility of a Prajapati, Brahma has the responsibility of delivering all the conditioned souls from the repeated birth and death. So he wants many assistants, and one of those assistants are Narada Muni. So Narada Muni is being instructed by Brahmaji to explain this Bhagavata Dharma to all the living entities and liberate the living conditioned souls. So therefore the instructions imparted by the Narada to his deity disciple are as good as those of the Supreme Lord. That is the way of understanding of Vedic knowledge. It comes down from the Lord by disciple succession, and this transcendental knowledge is distributed to the world by this descending process. So the knowledge always comes down from higher to lower. So knowledge which comes down from this way is very easy and very authorized, but the modern way of realizing knowledge is ascending process, which means they do all kind of research work and then they get the knowledge. So knowledge, it should be come down disciple succession. There is no chance, however, to receive the Vedic knowledge from mental speculators. Therefore, wherever Narada Muni goes, it represents himself as authorized by the Lord, and his appearance is as good as the Supreme Lord, Personality, Godhead. Similarly, the disciple succession, which strictly follows this transcendental instruction, is the bona fide chain of disciple succession, and the test for such a bona fide spiritual masters is that there should be no difference between the instruction of the Lord originally imparted to his devotee and that which is imparted by the authority in the line of disciple succession. How Narada Muni distributed the transcendental knowledge of the Lord will be explained in later cantos. So, the followers of the disciple succession should not distort the truth from the actual instruction, then they are following the disciples. If they distort the truth, if they distort the meanings, then they become deviators. Now we have so many apasampradayas like Aul, Baul, Sakibeki, Smarta, Sahajiya, Jati Gosai. There are so many apasampradayas. They all have come up after the disappearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this Jati Gosai means a devotee, somebody can become Brahmana only if he takes birth in the family of a Brahmana. And but our thing is that only by qualification one becomes a Brahman, not by birth. And the Sahajiyas also, they take all the Leelas of Krishna very cheaply. They imitate the activities of Krishna, especially Rasa Leela, they imitate. And so they take it everything cheaply. And there are many other apasampradayas, deviant paramparas. Which means they have distorted the truth, they have deviated from the actual instruction of Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given the philosophy that Achinta Veda Vedatattva, and the followers also should propagate the same Achinta Veda Vedatattva. So in that way they will be following the disciple succession. If they introduce something else which is been spread by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they will be deviating the parampara. So it will appear also that the Lord existed prior to the material creation, and therefore his transcendental name, equality, etc. do not represent any material quality. Whenever therefore the Lord is described as aguna or without any quality, that does not mean that he has no quality, but that he has no material quality. Such as the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance as the conditioned souls have, is transcendental to all material conceptions, and thus is described as aguna. So this material world is compared to a prison house to punish the rebellious souls. So naturally God has created this world through his agent Brahma, through his disciple. So sometimes it is said that God is aguna, without any quality, which means that he does not possess the material qualities of goodness, passion, ignorance, but he is above these three modes of material nature. And that's why he is called as aguna. Doesn't have any material qualities. Doesn't have any qualities means doesn't have material qualities. So ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी. नंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधे जय राधा माधव राधे जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शतश्रीमदि अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शतश्रीमदि भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय वैराग्य मूर्ति श्री गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय सच्चिदानंद श्री भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट श्री राजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास श्री गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री देवदास श्रीवास गौर भक्त दादा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय अयोध्या द्वारका धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा में जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 8 चैप्टर 2 ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter number 8, Text number 2. Etat veditumicchami tattum tattvavidambara hareradbhuta viryasya kataloka sumangala. Etat veditumicchami tattum tattvavidamira hareradbhuta viryasya kataloka sumangala. Etat veditumicchami tattum tattvavidambara हरेरद्भुत वीर्यस्य कथालोक सुमंगला एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदाम्बर हरेरद्भुत वीर्यस्य कथालोक सुमंगला वेदितुम to understand इच्छामि I wish tattvam truth tattvavidham of those who are well versed in the absolute truth vara o best Harehe of the Lord, Adbhuta Viryasya of the one who possesses wonderful potencies, Kataha narration, Sloka for all planets, Sumangalaha auspicious. Translation and purport by is Evangelist A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The king said, I wish to know narrations concerning the Lord who possesses wonderful potencies are certainly auspicious for living beings in all planets. Purport. Srimad Bhagavatam, which is full of narrations of the activities of the Supreme Lord, is auspicious for all living beings residing in every planet. One who takes it as belonging to a particular sect is certainly mistaken. Srimad Bhagavatam is certainly a very dear scripture for all the devotees of the Lord, but it is auspicious even for the non-devotees also, because it explains that even the non-devotees hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from such clutches if they hear the narrations of Srimad Bhagavatam with the devotion and attention from the right source representing the Lord by disciplic succession. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनाथाय नमस्ते। सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाष्टादे स्थाने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। So here we again, as we discussed yesterday also, this is a continuation of questions by Parishit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami. Here he is asking, kindly describe, please I wish to know, the narrations concerning the Lord who possesses wonderful potencies are certainly auspicious for living beings on all planets. So Parishit Maharaj wants to know the activities of Krishna. So Lord Krishna possesses wonderful potencies, and certainly it is auspicious for living beings in all planets. So Krishna also says that in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yogitetutaha Tektva Deham Punarjanam Naiti Mameti Sochana. So Krishna's activities and appearance are Divyam. They are transcendental, very auspicious for all living beings. Not just for particular sect of living beings, but it is auspicious for all living beings. And it possesses wonderful potencies. Srimad Bhagavatam, which is full of narrations of the activities of the Lord, is auspicious for all living beings residing in every planet. So absolute truth is always remains complete in itself, that it has Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So Srimad Bhagavatam is more of the activities of the complete Bhagavan, the narrations of the activities of the Supreme Lord, the Bhagavan, activities of Bhagavan. So Mayavadis, they deny the existence of personal form, features of the absolute truth. So they cannot derive any pleasure in this. They do not feel any pleasure in the activities of the Supreme Lord, so they deny the existence of they consider every activity of the Lord is some kind of a illusion. So, but here Srimad Bhagavatam describes complete activities of the Lord. Soul is always active, Chaitanya means is always active. It cannot remain inactive. Even the so-called Mayavadis who deny the existence of the Lord, who wants to merge in the influence of Brahma Jyoti, they do not find any happiness because their constitutional position is Satchidananda. Their by nature is Sat, eternality, and Chit, knowledge, and Ananda, please. So since their natural position is Sat, Chit, Ananda, they do not find any Ananda in just in the Brahman platform. So they come down to the material platform to engage in social, philanthropy, charitable activities. But because they are offenders, Mayavadis are considered to be offenders. Mayavadi, Krishna Aparadi. They are offenders of Krishna, so they do not associate with Krishna. So because they are not associating with Krishna, they do not find any happiness. And so that's why they come back to the material platform and engage in all social welfare activities of opening hospital, opening schools, colleges, etc. One who takes it as belonging to a particular sect is certainly mistaken. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of narrations of activities of the Supreme Lord, is auspicious for all living beings. So Srimad Bhagavatam, the activities of Krishna's activities are auspicious for all living beings residing every planet. One who takes it as belonging to a particular sect is certainly mistaken. Srimad Bhagavatam is certainly a very dear scripture for all the devotees of the Lord, but it is auspicious for even for the non-devotees also, because it is explains that even the non-devotees hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from such classes if they hear the narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be Amala Purana, full of, it contains the activities of the Supreme Personality of God Krishna. The Vedas means knowledge. So from Vedas you can get all kinds of knowledge, both material and spiritual. Therefore it is called Veda, knowledge. So in that tree of knowledge, that ripened fruit is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is written by Vyasadeva after writing 4 Vedas and the 18 Puranas, the 108 Upanishads, then Vedanta Sutra and Mahabharata, in which Bhagavad Gita is set up. So after compiling all these Vedic literatures, Vyasadeva was not satisfied. Then his spiritual master advised him to describe the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavan. The word Bhagavat and Bhagavata is also in relationship with Bhagavat, Bhagavat or Bhagavan. So every sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam is full of spiritual information. If we take advantage of this great Vedic literature, then we become fully aware of Bhagavan and the devotees of Bhagavan. Therefore it is named Bhagavatam. But this Bhagavatam has to be studied from the very beginning and take lessons from the person live Bhagavatam. There are 2 kinds of Bhagavatam. One is Grantha Bhagavatam and the other is a person Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised that if you want to understand Bhagavatam, then you must approach a person whose life is Bhagavatam. He said, Bhagavata Paragiya Bhagavata Shastane. Bhagavata Paragiya Bhagavata Stane. That if we listen Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam, then it is very easy to understand the spiritual knowledge given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So here we saw how even after compiling so many literatures, Vyasadeva felt incomplete. So he, under the instruction of his spiritual master, he compiled this Bhagavatam. And Valmiki Vasudeva compiled 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads, Vedanta Sutra, Mahabharata. So after compiling all these Vedic literatures, he was not satisfied. Then his spiritual master Narada Muni advised him to describe the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is mentioned in, I think, in first canto, this discussion about Narada Muni and Vyasadeva. Srimad Bhagavatam is the summit of all knowledge, Vidya Bhagavata Vadihi. Amongst the Vedic scholars, the topmost knowledge means to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Everything is there. This noise, so in all subject matter, physics, as chemistry, astronomy, religion, politics, astrology, everything has been fully described, and above all the science of God is also described. Therefore it is called Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam. The word is derived from Bhagavan. Bhagavatam. Bhagavan is the first nominative case from the word Bhagavata, and from Bhagavata, Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam means in relationship with God and in relationship with the devotees of God. Srimad Bhagavatam Amala Puranam. So this Krishna consciousness movement means we are preaching the cult of Bhagavatam. It is a scientific method. So there were many discussions, and in the first 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam there is chronological description of people suffering due to different kinds of sinful activities. Unfortunately, at the present moment, people are unaware, they are kept in darkness. Therefore, each and every sinful activity, there is punishment. They do not believe in the next life. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that one learns Srimad Bhagavatam from the mouth of the self-realized person called Bhagavatam. Bhagavata means in relationship with the personality of God, Bhagavan. So the devotee is sometimes called Bhagavatam, and the book which is in relationship with the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of God is called Bhagavatam. Is also called Bhagavatam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommend that in order to release the real taste of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should take instruction from the person Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is releasable even by a liberated person. It was admitted by Shukadeva Goswami that although he was liberated from within the very womb of his mother, it was only after relishing Srimad Bhagavatam that he became a great devotee. Thus, one who is desirous of advancing in Krishna consciousness should relish the purport of Srimad Bhagavatam through the discussions of authorized devotees. The Srimad Bhagavatam second canto, first chapter, 9th verse, Sukadeva Goswami admits that although he was very much attracted by the impersonal Brahman, when he heard the transcendental substance of the Supreme Personality Godhead from the mouth of his father Vyasadeva, he became more attracted to Srimad Bhagavatam. The idea is that Vyasadeva was also a self-realized soul, and his mature contribution of transcendental knowledge was delivered directly to Sukadeva Goswami in the manner indicated. The importance of discussing Srimad Bhagavatam in the society of pure devotees is explained by Saunaka Muni during the meeting at Naimisharanya in the presence of Suta Goswami. Suta Goswami confirmed that if someone is fortunate enough to associate with a pure devotee of the Lord, even for a moment, that particular moment is so valuable that even those pious activities which can promote one to the heavenly planets or give liberation from material miseries cannot compare with it. In other words, those who are attached to Srimad Bhagavatam do not care for any kind of benefit derived from elevation to the higher planetary kingdoms or for the liberation which is conceived of by the impersonalists. As such, the association of pure devotees is so transcendently valuable that no kind of material happiness can compare with it. That is sloka, you can say, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hai. Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastra Kohe. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hai. So, the moment association with the sadhus, one gets all kinds of perfection. So it is so important, the association of devotees. So next is the sloka. Sri Sukha Babasha Variyanesha Prashna Kritalokum Hitantrupan. The second canto, first chapter, first verse, the description of Bhagavatam is there. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Aditavan Dvaparadho Putur Divyapanadaham Pitur Dvaipayana Aham. At the end of Dwapara Yuga, I studied this great supplement of Vedic literature of the name Srimad Bhagavatam, which is equal to all the Vedas, from my father, Srila Dvaipayana Vyasadeva. So, next. It is imperative that one learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. So this is a Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, introduction, creation, introduction. In the modern age, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the Srimad Bhagavatam by practical demonstration. It is easier to penetrate to the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam through the medium of Sri Chaitanya's causeless mercy. Therefore, a short sketch of life is presented in help understand the real merit of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the person Bhagavatam. So we have to understand the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we can understand Bhagavatam also. It is imperative that one learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. The person Bhagavatam is one whose very life is Srimad Bhagavatam in practice. Since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the absolute personality of God, it is both Bhagavan and Bhagavatam in person and in sound. Therefore, his process of approaching the Srimad Bhagavatam is practical for all people of the world. It was his wish that the Srimad Bhagavatam be preached in every nook and corner of the world by those who happen to take birth in India. The Srimad Bhagavatam is the science of Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, of whom we have preliminary information from the text of the Bhagavad Gita. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that anyone, regardless of what he is, who is well versed in the science of Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, can become an authorized preacher or preceptor in the science of Krishna. There is a need for the science of Krishna in human society for the good of all suffering humanity of the world, and we simply request leaders of all nations to pick up the science of Krishna for their own good, for the good of society and for the good of all the world's people. Srimad Bhagavatam, this is from 7th canto, 10th chapter, 43rd verse to 44th verse. Srimad Bhagavatam is filled with descriptions of the characteristics of various devotees with reference to the service of the Lord. This Vedic literature is called Bhagavatam because it deals with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotee. By studying Srimad Bhagavatam under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master, one can perfectly understand the science of Krishna, the nature of the material and spiritual worlds, and the aim of life. Srimad Bhagavatam Amala Puranam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a spotless Vedic literature as we have discussed in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, simply by understanding Srimad Bhagavatam, one can understand the science of the activities of the devotees. The activities of the demands, the permanent abode and the temporary abode through Srimad Bhagavatam. Through Srimad Bhagavatam, everything is perfectly known. Then there we will go to Chaitanya Charitamrita, 5th Antya Leela, 5th chapter, 131st verse. If you want to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, he said, you must approach a self-realized Vaishnava and hear from him. You can do this when you have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport. Herein, Swarupa Damodara Goswami instructs the poet from Bengal to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a pure Vaishnava and learn from him. In India especially, there is now a class of professional Bhagavatam readers whose means of livelihood is to go from village to village, town to town, reading Bhagavatam and collecting dakshina or rewards in the form of money or goods like umbrellas, clothes and fruit. Thus, there is now a system of Bhagavata business with recitations called Bhagavata Saptaha that continue for 1 week, although this is not mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Nowhere does Srimad Bhagavatam say that the Bhagavatam should be heard for 1 week from professionals. Rather, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Srinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtanaha. One should regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a self-realized Vaishnava. By such hearing, one becomes pious. Ridyantasto hi avadrani vidunoti suhrutsatam. As one thus hears the Bhagavatam regularly and sincerely, his heart is purified of all material contamination. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. As one regularly hears the Bhagavatam or renders service under the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed, and loving service under the unto the glorious Lord, who is praised with the transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Bhagavatam 1.2.18. This is the proper process. But people are accustomed to being misled by professional Bhagavatam reciters. Therefore, Swarupa Damodara Goswami herein advises that one should not hear Srimad Bhagavatam from professional reciters. Instead, one must one should hear and learn the Bhagavatam from a self-realized Vaishnava. Sometimes it is seen that when a Mayavadi sannyasi reads the Bhagavatam, flocks of men go to hear jugglery of words that cannot awaken their dormant love for Krishna. Sometimes people go to see professional dramas and offer food and money to the players who are expert at collecting these offerings very nicely. The result is that the members of the audience remain in the same position of Graham and the Kupam, family affection, and do not awaken their love for Krishna. In the Bhagavatam 7.5.30 it is said, Matirna Krishne Parata Swatobha Mitobipadhyeta Grahavratanam. The Grahavratas, those who are determined to continue following the materialistic way of life, will never awaken their dormant love of Krishna, for they hear the Bhagavatam only to solidify their position in household life and to be happy in family affairs and sex. Condemning this process of hearing the Bhagavatam from professionals, Swarupa Damodara Goswami says, Yatha Bhagavata Pada Vaishnavera Sthane. To understand the Srimad Bhagavatam, you must approach a self-realized Vaishnava. One should rigidly avoid hearing the Bhagavatam from a Mayavadi or other non-devotee who simply performs a grammatical jugglery of words to twist some meaning from the text, collect money from the innocent public, and thus keep people in darkness. Swarupa Damodara Goswami strictly prohibits the behavior of the materialistic so-called hearers of Srimad Bhagavatam. Instead of awakening real love for Krishna, such hearers of the Bhagavatam becomes more and more attracted to household affairs and sex life. Yan maitunadi grahamedi sukham hetucham. One should hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a person who has no connection with material activities, or in other words, from a Paramahamsa Vaishnava. One who has achieved the highest stage of sannyasa. This is, of course, is not possible unless one takes shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srimad Bhagavatam is understandable only for one who can follow in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is very big subject matter. We'll stop here. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We'll continue tomorrow. Jai Prabhupada ki jai. Jayodha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayodha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunati जावो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्रशत श्रीमदिष्टवान ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जावो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्रीमदिष्टवान ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। वायराज मूर्ति श्रील गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। सच्चिदानंद श्रील भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्रील जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जी गोपाल भट्ट दास गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद के नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। अयोध्या द्वारका धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र के जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter number 8, Text number 3. Katayasva mahabhaga yataham akhilatmani Krishne niveshya nissangam manastyakshe kalevaram. Katayasya mahabhaga yataham akhilatmani Krishne niveshya nissangam manastyaksha kalevaram. कतयस्वा महाभागा यताहम अखिलात्मनि कृष्णे निवेश्य निस्संगम मनस्तक्ष्ये कलेवरम। कतयस्वा महाभागा यताहम अखिलात्मनि कृष्णे निवेश्य निस्संगम मनस्त्यक्ष्ये कलेवरम। कतयस्वा, please continue speaking. Mahabhagha, O greatly fortunate one. Yatha, as much as. Aham, I. Akhila Atmani, unto the Supreme Soul. Krishna, unto Lord Shri Krishna. Niveshya, having place. Nissangam, being free from material qualities. Manaha, mind. Takshye, may relinquish. Kalevaram, body. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. O greatly fortunate Sukadeva Goswami, please continue narrating Srimad Bhagavatam so that I can place my mind upon the Supreme Soul, Lord Krishna, and being completely free from material qualities, thus relinquish this body. Purport. To be fully engaged in hearing the transcendental narration described in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam means to constantly associate with the Supreme Soul, Sri Krishna, and to constantly associate with the Supreme Lord Krishna means to be liberated from the qualities of matter. Lord Krishna is like the sun, and material contamination is like darkness. As the presence of the sun dissipates darkness, constant engagement in the association of the Lord Sri Krishna frees one from the contamination of the material qualities. Contamination by the material qualities is the cause of repeated birth and death, and liberation from material qualities is transcendence. Maharaja Parikshit was now a realized soul by this secret of liberation through the grace of Sukadeva Goswami, for the latter had informed the king that the highest perfection of life is to be in remembrance of Narayana at the end of life. Maharaja Parikshit was destined to give up his body at the end of 7 days, and thus he decided to continue remembering the Lord by his association with the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam, and thus to quit his body in full consciousness of the presence of the Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Soul. The hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam performed by professional men is different from the transcendental hearing of Maharaja Parikshit. Maharaja Parikshit was a soul realized in the absolute truth, Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The fruitive materialist is not a realized soul. He wants to derive some material benefit from his so-called hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam. Undoubtedly, such an audience hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the professional men can derive some material benefit as they desire. But that does not mean that such a pretense of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam for a week is as good as the hearing of Maharaja Parikshit. It is the duty of the saint to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a self-realized soul and not to be duped by professional men. One should continue with such hearing till the end of one's life, so that one can actually have the transcendental association of the Lord and thus be liberated simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaja Parikshit had already given up all his connections with his kingdom and family, the most attractive features of materialism, but still he was conscious of his material body. He wanted to be free of such bondage also by the constant association of the Lord. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmiritam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashyat Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakturunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. O greatly fortunate Sukadeva Goswami, please continue narrating Srimad Bhagavatam so that I can place my mind upon the Supreme Soul, Lord Krishna, and being completely free from material qualities, thus relinquish this body. So here the ultimate purpose is that we all have to give up this material body made up of this material qualities, then to go back to the spiritual world and have the spiritual body and engage in the service of Lord Krishna. This is the ultimate purpose. And here Parikshit Maharaj, he wanted to relinquish this material body and become free from these material qualities by listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. Since he has been cursed to die 7 days by the bite of a snake called Takshaka, he is cursed by a Shringi, a Brahmana boy, to die within the next 7 days due to the curse bite of a snake called Takshaka. And the offense that Parikshit has committed here is, he was thirsty, he was hunting in the forest, he was thirsty, and he wanted water, and he saw a sage was meditating, and he requested the sage to give him water, hospitality. So sage was meditating, so he put a dead snake on the head of the meditating sage, and this news has gone to Shringi Brahmana boy, the son of this meditating sage, and that boy has cursed that this king, he thinks is greater. So I'll show the power of a Brahmana. So he cursed them to that he will die within the next 6 days. So having known that he is going to die for next 7 days, after 7 days, so he immediately left everything, all his house, friends, relative, all his paraphernalia of his king, everything he left, and he went to bank of Ganges. Sorry, forgot. So he went Naimisharanya. So then there are many sages are already assembled. So they come to know that the emperor Parikshit is being cursed like this, that he will die next 7 days. So many sages have assembled there, and Sukadeva Goswami also by chance has happened to come there, and the sages have decided that Sukadeva Goswami shall speak, and let us all hear, and Sukadeva Parikshit Maharaj also will hear. And then all the sages were giving different opinions, and since Sukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul, and he is a son of Vyasadeva and disciple of Vyasadeva, they all decided that let Sukadeva Goswami give his ultimate verdict as to what he has to do at the time of this crisis. And Sukadeva Goswami is go on explaining about the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna and his various incarnation and about this material world and creation, maintenance, annihilation. And then now here Sukadeva Goswami is also narrating, and Parikshit Maharaja, he wants to listen. So this is all going on, conversation about how this Srimad Bhagavatam has been. Sukadeva Goswami is telling that he received this Bhagavatam from his father Vyasa Maharshi, and is reciting now. And now we'll see this sloka. To be fully engaged in hearing the transcendental narration described in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam means to constantly associate with the Supreme Soul. So it is said, since Srimad Bhagavatam since Krishna and Krishna's name, form, pastimes, paraphernalia is non-different from himself, so since he is absolute, so here Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be literary manifestation, literary incarnation of Lord Krishna. So the transcendental narration describes the text of Srimad Bhagavatam means to constantly associate the Supreme Soul. So by associating with the Srimad Bhagavata Puranam, we are actually associating with Lord Krishna, because he and his name is Leela are not different. And to constantly associate with the Supreme Lord Krishna means to be liberated from the qualities of matter. So by associating with Krishna constantly, we become free from these qualities of matter. What are the qualities of matter? Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Sattoguna, these are all the material modes. So by associating with Krishna, we become free from these qualities of material world. Lord Krishna is like the sun, and material contamination is like darkness. So when there is a sun, you cannot find any darkness. So similarly, Krishna is like sun. So when Krishna is there, that material contamination, that is darkness will not be there within us. Krishna is like sun. So when Krishna is there within us, that darkness, the material contamination cannot enter. As soon as Krishna goes out, immediately material contamination comes. What are the material contamination? Lust, anger, greed, illusion, so many things. False ego. As the presence of the sun dissipates darkness, constant engagement in the association of the Lord Sri Krishna frees one from the contamination of the material qualities. So contamination by the material qualities is the cause of repeated birth and death, and liberation from material qualities is transcendence. So we all have unlimited desires by association with the three modes of material nature. By associating with the particular modes of material nature, we develop particular desire. By Sattoguna, we develop a different desire. By Rajoguna, we develop different desires. Tamoguna, different desires we develop. So by associating with Krishna, we develop different desires. Associating with devotees of Krishna, we develop different desires. So this contamination by the material qualities, that is called Sattva, Rajas, Tamos. By contamination by these qualities is the cause of repeated birth and death. By associating with these three modes of material nature, one takes birth as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and lower than these Shudra, Chandala, Mlecha, Yavana, and what else you have, any other category of people. But these are all cause for all these things are the material modes, the Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. These three qualities or material qualities are the cause for varieties of living entities, varieties of species, from animal to human being, aquatics, all varieties of living entities. By the contamination of material qualities, one takes repeated birth and death, and to be liberated from material qualities is transcendence, and liberation from material qualities is transcendence. So we have to rise above these three modes of material nature. Then we are in transcendence. That is possible only by associating with Krishna and Krishna's pure devotees. Maharaja Parikshit was now a realized soul by this secret of liberation. through the grace of Sukadeva Goswami. Now since Sukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul, so now by the grace of Sukadeva Goswami, even Parikshit Maharaj has now become a realized soul. Now he become a realized soul. Since Sukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul, and by associating with taking instruction from the liberated soul, Sukadeva Goswami, even Parikshit Maharaj has become a liberated soul. And this is a secret of liberation. For the latter had informed the king that the highest perfection of life is to be in remembrance of Narayana at the end of life. Ante Narayana Smriti. The ultimate perfection of everything that which we do is that at the end of life we should remember Narayana. Otherwise everything is simply waste of time. So the secret of liberation mentioned here is that we should get association with the person who is liberated. By associating with the person, by taking instruction from this person who is liberated, by serving the person who is liberated, we also become liberated. So Maharaja Parikshit has become now realized soul by this secret of liberation. To the grace of Sukadeva Goswami, for the latter had informed the king that the highest perfection of life is to remembrance of Narayana at the end of life. So Parikshit is remembering Narayana at the time of death. So this is the ultimate perfection, highest perfection of life. Maharaja Parikshit was destined to give up his body at the end of 7 days, and thus he decided to continue remembering the Lord by his association with the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Maharaja Parikshit, since having known that he is going to die next 7 days, he did not enjoy the opulence more. Actually, normally people, they come to know that they are going to die next 7 days. They want to enjoy ultimately as much as possible. But here the situation is different. Since I am going to die for the next 7 days, let me give up this material world, material body, all my kingdom, all my prajas, all my wife, children, every relatives, all my paraphernalia, all my opulence, pleasure. Let me give up everything and go back to spiritual world. And that is the perfection, that is the idea Parikshit Maharaj got here. So Maharaja Parikshit was destined to give up his body at the end of 7 days. So Maharaj Parikshita has already told you that he has been cursed by Brahmana Bhashrungi to die by the snake bite after 7 days, and thus he decided to continue remembering the Lord by his association with the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. So now he inquired with the many sages, and many sages have given different opinion. Now the Sukadeva Goswami is giving his opinion, and he is taking association of the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam, and thus to quit his body in full consciousness of the presence of the Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Soul. The hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam performed by professional men is different from the transcendental hearing of Maharaja Parikshit. Maharaja Parikshit was a soul realized in the absolute truth, Sri Krishna, the personality of God. The fruity materialist is not a realized soul. He wants to derive some material benefit from his so-called hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam. There are many Srimad Bhagavatam reciters, professional Bhagavatam reciters, who made it the reciting of Bhagavatam as a profession, as a source of income, as a source of livelihood. So there is no highest benefit in hearing from such people. You will get highest benefit from hearing person who is a self-realized soul. But these people, what this Bhagavatam reciter they are doing, they are encouraging you to remain in this material world. They are not encouraging you to give up this material world. They are doing this like karma kanda activity, like a fruitive activity. By doing this Bhagavad Saptaha, you will get some benefit, something like that. And they use this Bhagavad Saptaha to do some welfare activities. And I have seen they are giving some charitable activities. They are doing some charitable activities like giving some for handicapped or mentally retired some health benefits. So they are holding Bhagavad Saptaha, and somebody is sponsoring for medical aid for some people in this Bhagavad Saptaha. Instead of giving spiritual knowledge, instead of asking people to give up this material world, give up this material body and serve Krishna, they are encouraging his bodily service. Maharaja Parikshit was so realized in the absolute truth, Sri Krishna, the personality of God. The fruity materialist is not a realized soul. So as I already told you, they are like karma kandis, they are like karmis. The fruity materialist is not a realized soul. See, they are not realized souls. Though they give some social welfare, they do some social welfare activities, but they recite Bhagavatam. Through Bhagavatam, they want to do social service. And through Bhagavatam, we have to do service to Krishna, not the society, like the so-called social service. This is Bhagavatam. We have to do service to Krishna. By serving Krishna, every living entity will be satisfied. The fruit of material is not realized soul. He wants to derive some material benefit from his so-called hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam. So they want some benefit, some pious activity. They think like that. Undoubtedly, such an audience hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the professional man can derive some material benefit as they desire. So there is no doubt that audience and the speaker, they may get some material benefit as they desire, but that does not mean that such a person's of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam for a week is as good as hearing of Maharaja Parikshit. They imitate the Bhagavata recitation of Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit, and the persons who hear Bhagavatam, they do not stop doing sinful activity. They do not stop desire to enjoy this material world by hearing this Bhagavatam. There is no change of heart. They still continue to do their material activities. And in fact, they even degrade themselves by hearing some very confidential pastimes of Krishna, like Rasa Leela. They think that in their life, they relate that things in their life. They become very cheap reciters. It is the duty of the saint to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a self-realized soul and not to be duped by professional men. So, it is the duty of sane men to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from self-realized soul and not be duped by professional men. So, instead of inviting people, professional reciters, they should have invited some realized souls to speak about Bhagavatam. One should continue such hearing till the end of one's life so that one can actually have the transcendental association of the Lord and thus be liberated simply by reading Srimad Bhagavatam. One should continue such hearing till the end of one's life so that one can actually have the transcendental association of the Lord and thus be liberated from simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaja Parikshit had already given up all his associations with his kingdom and family, the most attractive features of materialism, but still he was conscious of his material body. He wanted to be free from such bondage also by the constant association of the Lord. So here there are Navavidha Bhakti, and here the Bhakti, here one of the part of Bhakti is here hearing, Shravanam, and Sukadeva Goswami is doing Kirtanam. He is speaking and Parikshit Maharaj hearing. So by this activity, Sukadeva Goswami got liberated. By hearing itself, Parikshit Maharaj got liberated. So there are the 9 devotional services are there, 9 processes of devotional service. By doing anything, one can get liberated. Pada Sevanam. By doing Pada Sevanam, Mahalakshmi got liberated. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dhasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivadam. So there are different kinds of devotional services are there, and by doing different devotional services, one can get liberated. And there are many examples that I have given you now. Shravanam by Sukadeva Goswami. Shravanam Parishit Maharaj, Kirtanam by Sukadeva Goswami, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dhasyam, Sakyam, Atmani, Sakyam Arjuna, Atmani Vedanam, Pali Maharaj, Pada Sevanam, Mahalakshmi. So, like that, there are many devotees who got liberated by doing these varieties of devotional service, and here is Shravanam. So one should continue hearing till the end of one's life so that one can actually have the transcendental association of the Lord and thus be liberated from simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So Maharaja Parishit had already given up his connections with his kingdom and family and the most attractive features of materialism. But still was he conscious of his material body. He wanted to be free from such bondage also by constant association of the Lord. So by associating with constantly by the person Bhagavatam and book Bhagavatam and Lord Krishna, we can become free from the material bondage and go back to spiritual world. This is the formula. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.